a non-denominational, full-service historic cemetery located in Providence, Rhode Island. Swan Point Cemetery was established in 1846 as one of the country's first garden cemeteries. Designed to serve the spiritual needs of the living as well as pay tribute to the deceased, Swan Point is known for its magnificent landscape, art and architecture, monumentation, and history. Construction of the rock wall surrounding the cemetery began in 1894 using boulders excavated from the Swan Point property. The expansive wall sets off the estate with a natural edge that suits the cemetery's pastoral landscape. With over 3,500 specimen trees, flowering shrubs, and ornamental plants set on 200 acres, Swan Point Cemetery is one of Rhode Island's most picturesque and well-maintained green spaces. From governors and Civil War generals to authors, architects, inventors, and industrialists, some of Rhode Island's most prominent citizens are interred at Swan Point. Throughout its history, the cemetery has welcomed people from all walks of life and continues to serve the needs of those who choose Swan Point as a dignified, tranquil resting place, offering traditional earth burials and cremation services. Situated close to the entrance, the office building is one of Swan Point's most renowned architectural features. In 1932, a chapel was added to the north end of the one-story granite and limestone Gothic Revival structure. With magnificent stained glass windows depicting nature scenes, the chapel was enlarged in 1947 and now accommodates approximately 100 people for funerals or memorial services and can be adapted for use by all faiths. Behind the office building, visitors will find a tranquil courtyard bordered by the crematory and committal chapel, and the garden mausoleum and columbarium. Several lovely examples of reproduction 19th century sculpture are found in this peaceful courtyard. Designed to blend harmoniously with earlier cemetery buildings, the Redwood Mausoleum, Chapel, and Columbarium complex is situated along the southwest border of the Swan Point estate. Completed in 2006, the Redwood complex provides opportunities for both community entombment and interment. With its oak-beamed ceiling and magnificent stained glass windows, the Redwood Chapel is modeled after the original historic chapel in the office building. Callure, a stunning cast glass sculpture created by contemporary glass artist Dan Clayman, adorns a light-filled corridor in the Redwood complex. Circular in form, Callure, which represents life continuity, provides a perfect focal point for contemplation and reflection in the Redwood building. For centuries, cemetery monuments have served to commemorate loved ones and stand as reminders of our heritage. As you traverse the Swan Point Cemetery grounds, you will see markers and monuments that range from simple, flat, and raised markers to elaborate headstones and mausoleums, as well as beautiful examples of 19th and 20th century memorial sculpture and statuary. Along the eastern edge of the cemetery, the terrain meanders along the banks of the Seekonk River. On a spring day, visitors enjoying this section of the cemetery may see swans and ducks leisurely swimming along the river, or may even catch a glimpse of local rowing teams practicing for their next race. Walking up the hill from the river, visitors will come upon Stranger's Rest, a rustic gazebo built to provide shelter and respite to those visiting Swan Point. Situated in the historic section of the cemetery, this peaceful location with sweeping views of the Seekonk River is dedicated to cremation burial. Known for its enduring beauty and as one of the country's foremost garden cemeteries, Swan Point is committed to maintaining its historic landmarks as well as its modern features. Care and maintenance of Swan Point's park-like grounds are shared by a staff of 20 dedicated groundskeepers who work year-round out of the cemetery's 10,000 square foot horticulture center. which includes a state-of-the-art greenhouse and composting operation. The ground staff works tirelessly to ensure that Swan Point is meticulously cared for, showcasing its natural beauty during every season. Situated in the northeast corner of Providence, Swan Point Cemetery serves as one of the city's premier green spaces. The Swan Point estate is endowed with numerous landscape features, some natural, some man-made, all quite remarkable. Listed on the National Register of Historic Places, Swan Point is not only an active cemetery with space still available, it is an open-air museum. It is a haven for bird watchers, plant enthusiasts, artists, and history buffs. It is a place of healing and renewal, and provides a tranquil respite from city life. It is a lovely place to enjoy a walk through history and experience the beauty of nature and its cycle of death and rebirth. Most importantly, as it has been since opening in 1846, Swan Point Cemetery is a place for the living, a place for communities and families to gather to remember, honor, and pay tribute to their loved ones.